I is here. You is here. Me is here. Appearing with a mind. That is able to locate the truth about myself, about yourself. The final revelation for this speaker is to solidly know that I am unknowable. I is unknowable, but is the only reality within all of this. You are reality with a body and a world that is a subject of the reality that you are. I am projecting images. We call them images, the mind calls them concepts, ideas, things, no things, as a version of the reality that I is. Your body is a subject of yourself. The planet, a subject of yourself. The universe, a subject of yourself. God, that thing that you assume exists or think exists or believe exists, is another concept, another subject, another idea, another thought about your true self. The real you. Your mind that you believe to be you. You believe to be an aid, a tool to discover something else much more important than you. Another subject, another concept, another idea, another thought. That you're not alone. But in this solitude of reality that you are, that I is, there is no room, no space for anything else other than the real you. But that's not a superior thought from the mind. That is not for you to be inferior to all other appearing subjects from the one reality. All that perceives with no judgment is reality. Judgment being, I know anything about this world. I know anything about you. I know anything about me. I know anything about I. I know anything about the universe. I know anything about consciousness other than it is the most vital and essential aid to me discovering my own reality that is dwelling, harboring, witnessing, observing a body a sensory system, an emotional system, all subjects looking at further subjects, cascading all around. I am the mirror. Reality is the mirror that is pure, tranquil, never marked, untarnished, undistinguishable against any other subject, because it is the creator of all subjects. I, this mirror, is the creator of all these subjects that appear as objects to the mind. Knowledge, a subject created by a mind that wants to reflect the reality of you, of I, of me. Nothing can go beyond that what one is. Nothing can come forward into anything real about that what is. That what one is. All reflections, glimmerings, all creating movement, time, emotions from the true reality that I is. Awakening, enlightenment is just an opportunity to realize that while this that I am appears in this body, it is the most ultimate experience. No other experience can supersede being here in this body. So the idea is not to explore the world of subjects, is to explore the body as a subject, or any other body as a subject or an object. The idea is truly to be grateful for this body that gives you this experience of overwhelming liveness, beingness. Reality exploring itself without effort. Just the effort of breath, which is effortless. The revelation is to see that you can make effort with the body. You can latch on to this mind that will take you everywhere into the subject of objects. But you can never, ever supersede with any experience, be it the most incredible experience of enlightenment of mind. Cannot supersede just the idea that I'm alive, I exist, I am. It sounds a great, great, great privilege to be a subject, an object, but it doesn't come close to being that what is truly here, giving the birth to the subject and object. Reality gives birth to the life. Reality can only give birth whilst in this process of wanting to become a human, wanting to become a form, wanting to become a subject, an object of that what is possible within the reality that one is. So when another mind says, what is real? I is real. You're not saying the world is real. You're not saying the body is real. You're not saying the universe is real. You're not saying God is real. You're not saying anything outside and inside of you is real. But that what holds the subjects and the objects together, that what is crucial, that one is the axis, the whole pinnacle of life as it is in a human emotional sensory mind system, seen, touched, heard, spoken, tasted, is born from the reality that one is. This body is a momentary experience, a nanosecond in the time of reality. There is no time in reality. It is infinite. You are that infinite one moment that gives birth to billions of moments of subjects and objects, of examples and reflections of what you are. You realize in your enlightened state that you're colossal in your real state. But you'll never experience yourself in your real state without appearing as some sort of reflective thing or nothing. Sneeze. So you make good of this body. You're not here to prove, justify, fit in, or do anything that the body is not able or not willing to participate in. You allow your mind to be free, but within the realms of the subject and the object. You have, in reality, an ability to create incredible, magical things. But the mind will take ownership and try and represent that. And the body will fall victim to that, because the body is limited. The mind is not limited. It wants to try and challenge and do so many unpredictable and impossible things, because the reality you are is beyond all impossibilities and possibilities. The reality you are is beyond all intelligence and information. Intelligence and information are subjects appearing as objects in a world of stuff that will disappear. Your body will disappear, the world will disappear, the objects and subjects will disappear. But reality remains. Reality remains within consciousness, beyond consciousness, the creator of consciousness, and the reappearance of whatever your reality takes shape into another conscious form or no form. You remove the names, the identities, the world, the associations, the attachments, follow I into the core of I. And beyond I, when this I gives into itself and gives way, you fall into the void, the abyss, the emptiness, the nothingness of your whole self. And you see the reality for one moment. And some are able to return to the body and make good of this body. Worship this body. Worship this life. Because it's the highest. To appear as a human being. It cannot get any better than this. Regardless of what the mind says about 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th dimension. That's just taking you backwards to your reality. Your reality is 0 dimension. Why do you want to go further away? Why do you want to move out of reality into this fantasy, this illusion, this imagination world? Wherever you go, it's temporary. Wherever you go, you'll experience that object suffering, that subject in misery. Oh yes, there'll be heightened states. But in reality, you're beyond that heightened state. You're real now. In the present moment, when you are in silence beyond I, looking from this I, not outwards, not inwards, but into the core of the very being of I, through that invisible door, is yourself. I beyond I. Be real. Love this appearing body. Love it and love it and love it until it dies. Be grateful for any moment, every moment in this body. And be grateful for any other body that you meet, regardless of the judgment the mind puts on them or yourself. Thoughts are only to keep the subjects and objects at bay with each other, away from the reality that one is. This is not a preaching, this is not an informing to tell you what to do. You find your own self. You discover and rediscover, reconnect, return to that child that you were. That smiling bundle of joy, that fun, that seems to have disappeared through falling into the trap of becoming a program, a system, a mind, a minuscule I, a little me in a world of big me's. This is happening in your mind. This is a subject appearing as objects, reflecting back to say the subject is not liking what it sees about the objects, and the objects is not liking what it sees about the subject. A game, an illusion out with the truth that one is. The truth about reality is, I is reality. I and beyond reality is the same. Reality is limitless, infinite, no beginning, no end. You are beyond God and that stuff of subjects and objects. But is God beyond you? Are you not the same in reality? Is life not the same in life? Isn't this life not reflecting an example of reality? Always appearing at that same wakefulness in the morning until the mind makes assumptions about it, dissections about it, until the mind attaches to specific things about it, only associates with the things that it attaches to about it. In the morning, there's no judgment. When the eyes open, no judgment, until the mind says, now, what can I do with this reality today? How can I play with it? How can I change it? How can I improve it? How can I make something out of it? because the mind is only interested in itself. The mind wants to take you as far away from the reality you are, to show you its capabilities. But even in its highest capabilities of enlightenment, out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, it cannot come close to the reality that you are, that I is. That's the best thing to leave you with. You're looking from reality when mind is not working overtime. You're looking from reality into the world that you project into subjects and objects of dream upon dream upon dream upon dream upon dream. Nothing wrong with dreams. Dream on. But remember, every day go back to that root, that core, that simple wakefulness. When you wake up and you see yourself for what you are. One with all.